Hey everybody, it's Mark Ruggiero here, Clark Commando 1983, and we're here to continue my Learn to Play After Action report for GMT's Unconditional Surrender, which, just in case, I'm going to show this. I've got the second printing here. It is on pre-order, so it's April 2nd, about 1:30 in the morning, because as usual, cancer's really, messes with me. So, that being said, what I've got set up here is the Barbarossa scenario. I'm going to walk through some different notes. Be right up front. I have no idea how long this video is going to last, or if I'm going to break it up into two parts or one part or more. We'll see. I'm not going to play the whole scenario because my goal is I'm prepping this to get to GMT weekend, which is April 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st, 2024. Yeah, we're going to play a 3-player campaign game, and I'm responsible for bringing the game, so I've been slowly clipping it and prepping it and walking through. So after this scenario, and I skip the France scenario, I'll be setting up a full campaign. I do a video or two on that as I prep for that. And anyways, so welcome. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you see I got a screw up or comment, please comment. Not doing any ideal tactics here, nothing. Just trying to learn. So, I've got the setup. I do recommend, like I've said in other videos, you can go to the GMT webpage, get the living rules playbook, dated 2020 8/31, and then there's also a set of updated player aid cards on Board Game Geek in PDF that are dated 2024, I think. Look here. Where's the... There we go. Are they dated? They're not, but they're dated 2024 because I printed them out. Oh yeah, here we go. Designer Edition 2024, 131. So, that being said, it is interesting. It's noted on one card, not the other. Anyways. Okay, no worries. So, anyways, the scenario is It goes from June of 41 to January 42. Each turn's monthly turn. I won't be playing it all the way through, but the victory conditions, the Axis faction would win if the USSR national will is less than 45. Otherwise, the Soviets win. Goes through the policies that are in effect, conditional offense that have happened. There's no declaration of war phase, diplomacy phase, or strategic warfare phase in this scenario. The first turn's weather is all fair, which you can't see, but I have it marked on the board. As you can see, my mounted map's finally laying flat after having a few days of heavy stuff laid on top of it. So that's kind of nice. And anyway, so the factory count is given to you in this scenario. Germany gets 12 every turn in 41, drops to 10 in 42, which represents strategic bombing. Germany does not track national will. Hungary is national will 4, Romania 6. They each have one factory to use. And we'll go through the production rules this time. Also, let's see here. Conditional events. Oh my gosh, my feet are killing me. What is it? A home defense policy is in effect. So basically, long story short, home defense policy just means it's for Hungary, Romania, Finland, Germany, and Russia. Basically, they have to leave one unit behind in their home country. So Hungary only has one unit, so that'll be easy to start. Anyways, all right, so let's get started. So keeping in mind the phases that are not in effect. Sequence of play. So weather phase, weather is automatically fair. It's stated in the scenario rules, so we don't have to worry about that. There's no declaration of war phase. Economy phase, I don't have to walk through because there's nothing to mobilize, nothing to repair. The one thing that is interesting, sorry about that, that's my cancer speaking. Unconditional surrender has what the designer called spend it or forget it. So basically, there's no saving your production points or anything. If you don't spend it, you lose it, and there's nothing to spend it on right now, so it's gone. All right. No strategic warfare. Strategic movement. The Germans and the Russians both have a strategic movement check in their force pool. So no need to, or in their events marker, sorry. But there's really nothing to do here. So, and if you remember, in the sequence of play, it's not just the Germans going. You do each step in faction order before moving on to the next phase. All right. So now we go to the operations phase. In faction order, so the axis are first. So we'll go to the operations flow chart. The first thing that happens is home defense policy is in effect. Yes, because Germany, their home defense on the east front is got to have guys in Poland or Russia, and they have plenty. So we're good. Let's see here. First, yeah, you go Axis, then Western Allies, and then Soviets. So Axis are up first. Special marker action. Airdrop, partisan, surprise attack. Oh, that's interesting. So 14.17 is the rule. I don't know if I want to play surprise attack, but let's look it up and look at it. That's one thing I like. You can actually just kind of look up things as you go. And I don't want to waste your time, but I'm going to do this. 14.17 surprise attack, which the Axis do have one. Let's see here. Let's see, what does it do for me? Not part of the C zone. Oh, okay. So if you place it in a hex, you get a +1 DRM to any combat against a unit defending within a 2 hex range of the marker. If both sides committed an air unit to ground combat, this is applied to the air combat if the ground unit is within range of the marker. Okay. Okay. Well, let's we want to use that. We're going to use the surprise combat. So we'll give a +2 modifier, or +1 modifier, right? Yeah, within 2 hexes. All right, so let's look here. We kind of want to blow through here, but I want to look. There's a Panzer Army there, Panzer Army here. And there's a Panzer Army here. We can place it in any hex, I believe. Phasing in a hex by performing a special marker action. All right, that's what we're doing. So that's rule 6.1. Let's just look, make sure if there's any restrictions on what hex we can put it in. So 6.1, hopefully I didn't block the camera with my big fat head. Can't really see the way I get this set up, so 6.1, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Can't place. Okay, all right. Well, there's no restrictions. So within 2 hexes, huh? So I think, yeah, here maybe. 1, 2. I definitely want to impact these 3 hexes here. So I'd like to blow a hole there. It's going to be a little bit rough, but yeah, right here is good. I think I'm going to go with that for the +1. Okay, all right. So I think that is, let's see, that's it. All right. Now, air actions. Okay, so now we go to air actions. Activate an air unit in a hex to perform an air action. Does not cost production points. We do have to use sortie markers. And air support has to go within 5 hexes. Yeah. Oh my God. Let's double check. Let's make sure 6.2.3. Now we could do an airstrike, so let's look that up. Maybe we want to airstrike that unit. I just might do that. 6.22. A phasing fighter or bomber unit in a hex can activate to attack an enemy air and naval unit within 7 hex range. Okay. Phasing declares the enemy unit to be attacked and traces air movement. You don't actually physically move the air counter. And you do actions individually, so you can do more than one. Doesn't cost production points. You don't add a sortie, so an airstrike. When the air unit is activated, ends, no sorties are added to its total. It's already added due to the combat. Okay. We're going to walk through this. Air rebase, air restrike. So we're going to do, let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 3 air units. I want to keep these fresh because they're really going to be, so like I said, I'm not going for ideal, but this is within 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to airstrike this guy here. And so let's go through the DRMs for that. Let's see, ground combat, strategic combat, production. Where are the ones for air combat? Here we go. Air, naval, air support, escort, introduction. Those are results. All air and naval combat DRMs. So German air unit gets a +2. This is all here on the player aid chart, by the way. Okay. And we're conducting an airstrike against the Soviet air unit here. German naval unit, UK, nope, 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 nope. Each event marker. Now we just said that the event marker, dang it, what rule was that? 14.17. Now I know it said if you commit, let's see if the +1 applies to airstrikes for surprise attack. I would think so. Let's make sure. Applies up to any combat against a unit within 2 hex range. It does. Okay. All right. So that's gives me a +3. The Soviet roll looks like it has no modifiers. Okay. So we're going to roll on the combat chart. The Germans get a +3. They'll be the red die. Soviets will be the white die. And yes, so I did that backwards, didn't I? Oh well. So we said red die. Going for it. I can't remember what I said, damn it. Chemo brain. So, all right. Here, I'm going to re-roll. So the red die will be the Soviet. The white die will be the Axis. All right. Not a good roll. All right. So it is what it is. Soviet die rolls a 5. This is going to end up not being very good. So 1 +3 for the German. So diamond is no effect. Okay. And we get a sortie placed on due to the combat results. Right? Airstrike, let's see, resolve airstrike, blah, blah. So no sorties are added to its total. It already added a sortie due to the combat. Huh. Okay, so it doesn't even get at least 1 sortie. If there's none, that's interesting. Let's look and see if it decrease. Just want to see, it might say under the combat results for air combat, ground combat. Let's see. Okay, with a diamond, the attacker and the defender each add 1 sortie. That's under the air and naval combat. So, yep, they both add a sortie. Okay, so pretty ineffective airstrike. And once again, that was this unit here for the Germans. And 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 for the Soviets. And I think I just screwed that up, didn't I? Is it there? I hope so. Hopefully I put it back in the right hex. Gosh darn it. Oh, Mark. My God. Cancer shit sucks. Let me see here. All right. Sorry, guys. I apologize to everybody for having to suffer through this with me. Where the hell is it? Oh my God. That's the first air. Where the hell is it? Do I not start with that? I know I do. Third air is conditional. 1 air, 2439. Yeah, okay, I put it back in the right head. Yay! Okay. So that's it. Could launch another airstrike, but I don't think it's all that important right now. So we're not going to do that. Okay. So we will continue on. And it looks like, oh my God, I've eaten 22 minutes of your time up already. All right, well, we're going to go on to the ground action. So Army operations. So what do we want to do first? Well, we want to attack this guy, get him out of the way maybe. Remember when you move, except for the X you start in, you could move and then you either have to stop or do your attack. So I want to... I think I'm going to try to push my luck here a little bit. Oh, wait. Want to fly air support, don't we? And I thought we could do that during the, let's see here, activate ground unit and hex. Leg unit, ground unit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so air support 6.2.3. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I'm really excited to do this. I just should have done a little more homework, I guess. But we're going to walk through this. Air support. During ground combat, may activate one of its fighter or bomber units within a 5 hex range to attempt to provide air support to the combat. So that's a 5 hex range. Okay, so during combat. All right, so we don't have to commit that right now. All righty. So we're going to continue. All right, I think I want to try some bump. No, it's really not going to matter because he could retreat to there. Why not? Let's activate the 18th Infantry Army. This may not be the best idea. So he gets 8 movement points, right? Everybody gets 10 except for the infantry armies. It does cost you a production point. So the Germans will knock their production point for the turn. They have 24, so they're going to go down to 23. You got to remember that. You got to spend the production, and that's also on the charts to activate an infantry army. There's 1 production point. And we'll do a mobile assault. I'm going to pull out the handy dandy player aid cards. And production, activate a leg unit is 1. Mobile cost 2. Okay. Then there's the movement point costs. And then we're going to do mobile assault. Okay. So we're going to do mobile assault here. So that cost, out of my 8 movement points, cost 2. 1 to do the attack and 1 because it's a clear hex. We spent the production point to activate the army. Excuse me. So yes, we're going to use the air sortie. Within 5. Okay. And it looks like at the length of this video, we're going to get through the German phase. So, all right. So we get a +2 because we're German. We know that. Get a +1. I'm going to fly. And actually, both sides would secretly commit. I'm not going to commit the Soviets, but I am going to commit the Germans. So it looks like we need some more sortie markers. Better bust some of these out. Get them clipped real quick. A couple of them at least. Should have done this beforehand. But you get to sit here and suffer with me as we play. So that was good. One of my counters just fell on the floor. Let me get it. There we go. All right. And these are the 3 and 4 markers. And I need some 1 and 2 markers, actually, first. So I'm going to get these out. All right. And clip them real quick because I'm a clipper. And we're going to place, this is good because it's helping me prep, right? Definitely need to prep. Alright. Got my Oregon 2mm clipper here. And one thing you don't want to do, I haven't glued I've been using this for thousands of counters. And you do not want to compress it all the way. You just need to compress it just enough to make the clip and it won't break on you. Knock on wood. Alright. So that's a sortie. And these counters are a little bit funky. Somebody mentioned that in another video. Sadly, some of these counters are missed die cut where they're just a hair bigger than the rest. So that guy's supporting here. All right, +2 because we're German. +1 for the air support. That is not within 2 of the surprise marker. We're going to go through this here. And while I'm going through, I'm also looking to see if anything applies. Oh, we could, what else? We have ground support. And the Soviets have things to add. They have tanks. But I think they're going to save that. Now, the tanks become available every turn, but I'm going to save it. I'm not going to use it. And I'm not going to use the German ground support at this point, which would get delayed by X amount of turns. There's no terrain. Oh, fair weather, air support. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw the Soviet in. Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Soviets in. So we're going to fight. So, okay. So to figure out who gets, it's actually, sorry, I said +1, didn't I? It would be +2 because fair weather. Air support from an air unit. But we have to see who gets through. So to do that, we fight an air-to-air combat. Now, let's see. Oh, they did set these up nicely. Okay. So the air-to-air combat, the Germans are going to get a +2. And that's a fresh air unit where the Soviets, so the Soviets are going to have a -1 because of the air sortie they already have. And the Germans are going to have +2. And once again, wow, the Germans are just really getting hosed, aren't they? On the, who's the damn attacker? God dang it. Oh my God, the interception. Gotta look that up. Oh my goodness. Oh well, this is why we call it a learn to play after action report, right? Action 6. So we're gonna look up interception for air interception. Air interception range is 5 hexes, right? Yep. Oh, we're not doing interception, are we? Oh my goodness. No, that's for bombing runs. We're doing air support. Okay, attacker is still the attacker. So the Germans once again get screwed. So let's see, a 3. This is not going to be good. -1 to 3. So they're each going to add a sortie, and they're both committed because nobody was aborted. And why do I have that on 2? Okay, that's 2 now. Or no, 1. Sorry. God dang it. They get a sortie because they each get a sortie on the diamond result. Okay. And they had a 0 and a -1. Okay, so now the ground attack modifiers. So the Germans are +2 because they're German and they get +2 for the air support. Soviets are going to get a +2 to their die roll for their air support. That did not go well. Sure would have been nice to have driven off that air. So here's the ground combat result. And the Germans do well this time. They get a 6. +4 goes up to a 10. And the Soviets get a 3. +2 is a 5. Cross index that. And they get defender retreat. Defender must retreat 1 hex. Okay, so the Soviets will retreat to here. The Germans get to advance to here. And then I believe there's a no Zoc marker there, but it doesn't really matter. What terrain is this? Oh my goodness. That is... So we want to keep driving them. This may not be rough woods. Is that what that is? Sure looks like it. Rough woods. All right. Well, shoot. Let's just keep going with this. So we're going to do rough woods. So it'll be another movement point. That's fun for mobile assault. And then +2 movement points. I'll bet money that's 2 movement points for rough woods. It's not along no, it really doesn't matter for the transport line, does it? Rough hex, yep, 2. All right, so that's 3. Okay, so we're going to get +2. The Germans, no modify. Oh, wait. I take that back. I lied. Let's see. +2 because they're German. Attacking and isolated. Weather, any amount of rough terrain. So I get a -1 because I'm attacking any amount of rough terrain. That's interesting. Should I committed anything as the Soviets there? No, I didn't. I maybe should have thought about that. 1, 2, 3. If I want to do another air commitment. Man, this is rough. Well, geez. What a tough decision, actually. Well, I'll go ahead and commit both air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will do another round air combat before we do the ground combat. So +2 because I'm German, -1 for the sortie, gives me a +1. I'm not within 2 of the surprise attack marker. And the Soviets are going to be -2 this time because they have 2 sorties on their air. This is for the air-to-air combat. So 3 because the Germans get a +1 and a 1. So a DR result and a DR result for air combat. Attacker adds 1 sortie. Defender adds sorties equal to the number. So that's a number 2. So this, right, the German sortie marker is going to go to 2. And the Russian sortie marker is going to go to 4. Because they had 2. And I do believe, I think, second effect. Air support. Oh, defender retreat. Okay. So they still get the ground, the Soviets still get their ground support through. All right, well, that stinks. So now for the ground combat, the Germans will be +4, -1 for the terrain. Soviets are going to get a +2 because they got their support through. So this is going to stink. I'm not doing this very well, am I? Oh boy, that's ugly. 2, 3, 4 to 4. So that's going to be a diamond for ground combat. No effect. Combat is over. I'm really not doing much here, am I, guys? Boy. Can't place an assault because I've already done mobile assaults. I got 3 movements left. I need just gamble as the Germans. Hell with it. It's probably not smart, but I'm going to spend my 3. Not going to commit any air support. Oh boy, the Soviets, do they want to commit their air? Probably not. I guess then you would secretly allocate commit, non-commit before you do any of this. So I'm not going to commit either side. Not saying it's ideal, I'm just not going to do it. The Germans are going to get +1 and the Soviets be straight up. And so 5 for the attacker, plus goes to 6. And for the defenders of 4, so we get another defender retreat. And they're going to retreat to here. This guy will advance. And that's going to end his activation because he's out of movement. All right. Now that really didn't accomplish jack poop, did it? All right. Well, here we go. We're going to... not very good, Mark. All right. Well, we're going to activate this guy. And he gets 10 movement points. We're going to go to here for 1. We're going to try to get around the corner because we want to isolate these guys if we can. Okay, this is a pretty important attack. I want to blow this guy away if I can. So we're going to mobile assault this guy because you either have to stop or do an attack. Okay, so we're going to mobile assault this guy. Both sides will commit. So we'll both commit our air. And it comes back to the German. And we'll support a ground support marker. And that's going to go to... I'm going to put this up here somewhere so that it got used. Oh, God. And then the Soviets have tanks. They'll commit a tank on their part. Put that there. And then, yeah, that's going to come back next turn. So we'll put that on the turn marker. They know they get them back every turn. So I'm going to step in front of the camera here, guys. Put that right up there on the turn track for July, because that's when it will come back. Germans, probably technically you roll after, but they roll 1 die, and that's how many turns later. The ground support marker will come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not coming back till November. Ugh, that's ugly, isn't it? All right. I'll tell you, if I have bad die rolls, and, I guess it depends. So anyways, here we go. So we're going to fight the air combat first. So Germans get +2 because they're German. And this is definitely within 2, so they get another +1 for the surprise attack marker. They currently have 2 sorties. So remember, this is for the air combat, so that's -2. I think that's it. And then the Soviets are going to have -4 to their die roll. Yeah, this is, so we're going to learn the air power here is not so great. All right. So -4. So this is for this unit, and this unit have committed to ground support there. Once again, Soviets are red. Okay, they just, man, that red die is hot, huh? So 2, but I do get a +1. The Germans are 4, 1, 2. So another defender retreat, so the Soviet air does get through. But this goes to a -5 sorties, so they're almost combat ineffective. Actually, it goes to 6. My bad, because they got +2. So the Soviets no longer have any availability for air support. This guy goes to a 3. Oh my goodness. Where was that? Right here? Shit. It was right there, right? I hope so. Yeah, it was. Okay. So, all right. Now we're going to go to the ground combat. So the ground unit, just to be clear, had 10 movement points. It moved 1, then it's going to spend 1 to enter the hex, and got to pay the production cost. See, I almost forgot that. There is a little bit to remember. Production cost. Activate a mobile ground unit is 2. The Germans dropped to 21 production points. And it cost, how many movement points? 1, I believe, still to attack. And there's no terrain. Attacking a unit in fair weather, yeah. So we moved 1, went down to 9, 1 to enter the hex, and 1 to a mobile assault. So 7. DRMs, we get +2 because they're German. +2 for the air support. And we also, I believe, get a tank unit. Excuse me. Shock unit, no. Okay. Germans also get a +2 for the tank unit attacking. They also get +1. Where's the event marker? Plus or minus each event marker. So let's confirm 2 things. I know for the ground support I get a +1. It's going to be +7, right? 2 for German, +2 for the air support, +2 because it's a tank unit, and +1 for the ground support. So maybe a little overkill, but I did want to say. And then event markers, page 39. And yeah, we're going to definitely just try to get through the German turn here because we are 50 minutes in. So, okay, event markers. Let's see here. So tanks for the Soviets. Okay, so the Soviets are going to get a +2 for that. All right, so cool. All right, Germans are at +7. There's no terrain in that hex. The Soviets are going to get a +2 on their die roll. So, and that's because they have a tank unit. That's one of the things that's pretty cool about this game, is you do get to add alright. Each side gets to roll, so here we go. And we get a tie roll. So 7 or 4 plus 7 is 11 for the Germans. And the Soviets get a 6. And that is a defender retreat. Okay. No, that didn't go well. All right. So this goes here. And I bet you I'm screwing this up big time, I bet. But anyways, all right. Well, we're going to go advance. And we do want to get to here. So that's going to be cost 2, I believe, because that's a city. I know there's a -1 in the combat. Let's see here. Friendly city, no. Enemy cities, 2. So 3 more movement points gets me down to 4. Right? Okay. And we'll commit our German air, because this is, once again, important. I want to get rid of this guy. Okay, so modifiers. Germans are going to get, once again, going to get +2. German, +2 for air support, +2 because it's a tank unit. Gives me a +6, -1 for the city, right? Let's see here. Attacking contains a city, yeah, -1. Okay. All right, and the Soviets are going to be straight up. It is a ground support unopposed, so this is going to go to 4. Okay. Attacking here in Cornice. Germans are +5, and the Soviets are straight up. Look at that. Wow, that's some hot die rolls for the Soviets, that's for damn sure. So 5 to 5 is a 10 to 6. Another defender retreat, which really stinks, but this time we want to go here or here. I think we'll go here. Yeah. We'll advance into Cornice. Now that's going to drop the Soviet willpower by 2, I believe. And there should be a chart here somewhere. Is it on here? National will. Each time, yep, -2. So -2 to the will. Bloop. Okay, so we're down to 93. All right. So we either have to, do we have enough movement points to attack him one more time? Or do we want to stop there? No, that would eliminate that. Already got that. He's not isolated yet, is he? Oh, shit. And all that time I forgot the extra +1. Let's see if that helps in this battle. For the surprise attack marker. Dang it. So 5, 10, 11 to 6. see if it changes anything. Nope, same result. So, didn't change a thing. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to attack again. And that's going to cost me another 3 movement points. So we'll do that. That leaves me down to 1 movement point left. Germans get, let's see, +2 for German, +2 for tank, +1. And we're going to save the air because I need some air for these other attacks. No, I don't. I want to blow that unit away. I really do. Screw it. This goes to +5. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a... Give me another +2. Gets me to +7. Right? 2 for German, 2 for tank, 2 for that, 1 for the surprise marker. And the Soviets are straight up. Okay, well, at least we got a tie die roll, I guess, this time. So that's going to drive the Germans up to 9. And, right, yeah. Dang, man, just really bad die rolls. Defender disrupted, which means... Oh, excuse me. That was nasty. Okay, well, he gets reduced. Now retreat to here. And the German unit may not be ideal, but we'll end his movement there. Oh boy. All right. Now, we want to... Actually, I do want to do this. I'm going to attack this infantry here to here. So that's 1 production point to activate the infantry unit. Now I'm down to 20 production points. And we'll commit the air. So this air unit's exhausted. So it'll be +2 for German, +2 for air support, +1 because it's within 2 of the surprise marker. And the Soviet unit costs 2 movement points in the clear. The Germans are going to spend 8 down to 6. And let's hope we can get a decent roll if I was the German player. God damn it. Wow. Okay, well, good thing we got all these pluses. 5 + 5 is 10. And the Soviets get a 6. So that's a, well, good enough for what I want to accomplish, I suppose. To be defender retreat. So this will go to here. Leave this marker on top just because. We'll advance to here. Now we're going to attack this. Now this is where we got them isolated. So I'm going to spend another 2 movement points. There's no terrain. We don't have any air, so we're going to do 2 for German. And I gotta tell you, my die rolls as Germany has been so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll go ahead and commit my air. That's what it's for, I suppose, right? commit in the air to this attack. Oh, no, we have, so +2 for German. +2 for the air support, +1 for the surprise. And isolated unit, +2. Alright. So that gives me +7. And the Soviets, and I think we're going to, we've been at this for an hour. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to resolve this attack and end the video. And I'll make this part 4. And when I come back, I'll report out on where the Germans are at and what the Soviets did. And is this Soviet air down here within range of anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it has to be within 5, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not in range of anything yet. Okay, so we're going to resolve this one attack. So the Germans are +7, Soviets are straight up. All right, no, that's going to be not good for the Soviets. So 12, because I have +7 to the Soviets, and that's a defender eliminated. So this gets eliminated. It's going to go into the mobilization box, right? And it's going to lower the willpower of the Russians by 1. And we'll advance. And let's see. 4 movement points left. So you can go here. So it's 1, 2, 3. We're going to cut this guy off. There we go. All right. So that'll be the end of this video, because it's been an hour long. I am going to, in my next video, which will be part 5, I'll do a report out as I finish the Germans. And I probably will walk through at least part of the Soviet turn, whatever that looks like, because I think that will be shorter. So thanks for joining me. I deeply appreciate you if you watched it this far. And we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.